27 unbelievable knockouts, 18 world titles,
Zambidis has to be careful with the elbow.
and 4 tragedies. All of this was done by the greatest kickboxer in history, Mike Zambidis. A small warrior who was always outsized, but carried an unbreakable spirit and a murderous punch. Take your seats and have a journey through the life of the stubborn Spartan who conquered the fight world. Let's go. Mike Zambidis was born in 1980, right in the heart of Greece. Like a true Spartan, he devoted himself to training and fighting from a young age. His dream was to become the greatest kickboxer in history. His lack of height taught him one thing early: if you want respect, you must be stronger. With that mindset, Zambidis had 60 amateur bouts and destroyed so many Turks that he earned the nickname Turkophagos, which means Turk Slayer. But that wasn't enough. In 2000, he entered the world's best league, K1. That's where the ascent to Olympus of the small kid from Athens truly began. His debut was explosive. The Greek confidently knocked out his opponent and announced himself loud and clear.
Zambidis, Zambidis, Zambidis! First does it from rubber leg straight! First does it from rubber leg straight! He's down on his feet! He's down on his feet!
He kept demolishing opponents, and for his indomitable spirit and Tyson-like style, he earned the nickname Iron Mike.
Might have to read it.
Oh, there's the big left hand from...
His first serious opponent was the experienced Shannon Forrester.
World title, Michael Zambidis, and
Mike started strong, chopping him up like a Greek salad.
Building up process in center ring, 30 seconds down in the second round.
On his hands and his leg, and he's got a very well balanced.
Great handiwork and leg kicks on this little fella from Greece. A beautiful couple of left hooks, right uppercut.
Of course, he's not allowed a knee and he's not allowed to elbow. And for mine, that's what I would...
Shannon's only response was to check if Iron Mike had balls of steel, too.
Just takes one a little bit. Thumping body shots there from Iron Mike. Zambidis and just takes one.
That move enraged Zambidis, and moments later it was run, Forrester, run, straight into the afterlife.
Got him. Zambidis just won't let up. Hitters won't relent. Another big overhand run. Forrester's gone through the ropes. Forrester's gone through the ropes. My word, it's good night on ring. A devastating victory for kickboxer on the planet, Iron Mike Zambidis.
Well, Zambidis just an absolute ball of power.
Michael Zambidis!
After that triumph, the Greek began smashing brains of anyone standing on his way, like King Leonidas himself. But one day, Gürkan Özkan blocked his path. At the press conference before the fight with Mike, this shameless villain tried to provoke and blind Greek's mind with rage.
I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. If you think you're tough, come on. If you think you're tough, come on. Come on.
That rat continued the same dirty tactics in the fight, committing another disgusting act.
Michael Zambidis and Gürkan Özkan
Starved to death rolling.
He's psychic with him. Same thing with Zambidis.
Zambidis refused to tolerate such disrespect and cornered Özkan like prey.
He's outside, thigh kick from Swedish. Overhand.
But the scoundrel wasn't done playing dirty, firing a full series of shots below the belt.
Özkan back against the ropes. Couple of inside thigh kicks. Good scoring techniques there from Özkan. Dave Hedgecott separates both men. We are midway.
But Mike isn't called Iron for nothing.
Crazy Tom's live the man in February.
I think you're right, Tarek. I think...
After that, enraged Zambidis unleashed a strike of punches too devastating to bear, seemingly aiming to execute the rascal. Because then, Özkan thought that his lover was standing in front of him.
Focus a little bit more.
Oh, Zambidis gets a kiss.
Zambidis didn't appreciate the affection and continued serving him a lunch of punches, and somehow Özkan survived the apocalypse.
In the world, we can do it like this, folks. And he's got right hand from Özkan. Then the outside in the corner.
He's at bay. And not only that, if he catches him with a push kick, he's going to score. Here we go.
But the Greek didn't let him feel legendary, and one massive shot sent the punk straight to rehab.
Oh, he's out cold! He's out cold!
gold being put around the waist of Iron Mike Zambidis KO. 12th round on Gürkan Özkan.
Next, Mike traveled to the land of K-pop and idols, where he would deliver the greatest fight of his career. His opponent was the Dutch warrior Chahid Oulad Hadj.
And we've got a bit of a shoving contest here tonight. Michael Chavello.
The fight opened with a savage war. Both fighters immediately showed that they were ready to go to the end.
Shit just got real here in the max. And Zambidis comes out.
At times, Chahid even managed to bend Iron Mike.
Zambidis lightning. I mean, are you kidding? For Zambidis to find the finisher.
But Zambidis had no intention of retreating and systematically bombarded his opponent on all levels.
It's very backed up. Pure, great, awesome, jumping round kick. One more and it's all over.
Uppercut.
It's going to be over. Oh, he drops him the big command.
They kept dancing in this whirlwind of pain and violence, showing no mercy to themselves.
To the body again, like a cane. This is awesome. Oh, Chahid, 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 Chahid. The pendulum is swung.
Soon, the fight became something beyond words, and even the commentator ran out of censored language.
Wow, wow. I'm speechless in this fight.
He stepped into that one and he still took it. How is he standing? How is he standing?
What the hell?
Chahid, you nutcase!
Oh, there comes the uppercut you were looking for.
I am going to have a heart attack!
Upstairs, he's able to open up Khalid.
Oh,
And a second knockdown.
He drops him again!
The judges couldn't decide who was stronger and gifted the fans an extra round of this insane battle.
K1 Max is the best event.
You could see how exhausted both fighters were, but like true old-school warriors, neither thought of quitting.
Uppercut now.
What is keeping this guy under his
My
feet?
voice is going to survive, but here we go. Zambidis again with the...
With 30 seconds left, the Dutchman collapsed onto the canvas like a withered rose.
His lip off! He split him with a round kick!
But Chahid rose like a phoenix from the dead and finished the fight on his feet.
20 of them! How the hell is still up? There it is! Zambidis gonna win it!
Still, the victory belonged to Mike Zambidis.
I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Where's one of those energy drinks you have?
Zambidis kept moving forward, crushing skulls. He was so good that you could write textbooks on combat technique from his fights. With every fight, his dream felt closer. He was no longer that simple kid.
Спусковой механизм.
Soon, he fought his way into the K1 Ocean Max 2002 tournament, where the winner earned a ticket to the World Grand Prix. In the quarterfinals, he faced Billy Mamu.
Pound for pound, the best kickboxer on the planet at the current time.
But Mike wasn't about to cuddle Mamu like Mommy. He dragged him straight into a hellish battle.
Split wide open, led like a pig in center. Oh, big right hand sets the ring to loosen him up again for their rematch. Shoot Zambidis down. Body shot, head shot from Zambidis.
Hello to Gary Minos.
Zambidis beat the poor guy like a heavy bag and got his early ticket to the semifinals.
Perhaps they nailed the legs with
He's hurt!
He's turned his back.
You heard Hammer shaking his head, he wants out of there. Hold on. Paul Fifield's got the towel, it's been thrown in, it's all over.
There, he met a truly dangerous opponent from Turkey, Cenk Behic.
Action there. And we're back into it now. Zambidis.
The bell rang, and Behic immediately charged Mike with heavy shots.
Australia and Greece. Zambidis. Behic trying to kick from Behic. Another one, beautiful evasion skills from Behic.
But the Ottoman descendant clearly didn't know Zambidis' first nickname and didn't expect such savage resistance.
Zambidis going for the good 9-0 ring. Kick there from Zambidis, from Behic to the lead thigh. One to the ribs from Behic. Behic trying to lock him up and work.
K1 rules clearly does say that you're not allowed to push people.
Mike Zambidis. Power pack.
Behic goes down. Left round kick by Behic. Jumping knee. Caught him again. He caught him again. Behic's hurt.
The height difference. His forehead is right there.
Oh, the
Mike beat him so brutally that the referee, not eager to witness a fatality in the ring, stopped that public execution.
Courage, it's all there. Behic, Zambidis, his execution. Excellent. There you go.
It's good night.
Mike Zambidis.
It is in power in the final. What a warhammer!
What an absolute war.
Mike Zambidis advanced confidently to the final, where John Wayne Parr awaited him. Wayne Parr already had many knockouts in his record and was considered one of the best Muay Thai fighters in the world.
Wayne Parr looking for the big bok choy.
His massive height also worked against Mike.
Michael Chavello ringside.
John used it to keep distance, blasting Zambidis with powerful kicks.
Yes, as to who will emerge the king of kings.
Opening in the armour of Iron Mike.
Zambidis trying to break down that lead thigh. High left round kick from Wayne Parr.
But even though John Wayne was as good as Bruce Wayne, Mike showed he had no intention of becoming the bat's victim.
Again, Wayne Parr locking on. Oh, Zambidis down the hand right. Wayne Parr's been stunned. Wayne Parr was stunned by it.
He's going to have to keep that left hand glued to the side.
Going downstairs again. Oh, left hook right hand combination.
After a good portion of Mike's strikes, fighters had a violent exchange using their best weapons.
Overhand right again. And Parr latching onto the back. Body shots from Zambidis. Zambidis got to get out of there now. So far, hammer after 30 seconds.
It's an extension round.
Oh yeah, body shots.
That's a very strong fight right in the middle. I think this could go for the extra round.
Zambidis all over him now. Overhand right. They're slugging it out. Hammer and tong. Always back to goal.
Their stamina was at the limit, but the Spartan pushed his limits, knowing it's better to return with the shield than on it.
Twice for Zambidis. Just whistled past him. Body shot from Zambidis. Overhand right and again. Short left hook in close from Zambidis. There from Wayne Parr. Overhand right. Zambidis turns it again. Here comes Iron Mike. Here comes Iron Mike. Defensive front kick from Parr. Oh, dropping right hand from Zambidis. 45 down. Overhand right Zambidis. Body shots. Uppercut 40. Uppercut 40.
That night, both warriors were incredible, but only one could win.
Zambidis uppercut him there.
Iron Mike Zambidis.
He's done it! He's done it! Iron Mike Zambidis!
By winning this tournament, Zambidis earned his spot at the Grand Prix in Japan. His first opponent there was the reigning champion, the Dutchman Albert Kraus. Kraus was a lot like Santa Claus, but instead of gifts, he delivered tickets to Dreamland.
Może tak, z tym, że bez...
But Iron Mike didn't care whose head he was taking. The fight began, and the Greek went full Superman, and it worked. Seems like the Dutchman couldn't find kryptonite for this hero, and disgracefully went straight to the red light district. In the quarterfinals, he faced the Japanese star Masato. Masato gave the Greek a hostile welcome on home soil, charging recklessly from the start. But Iron Mike didn't bend and quickly began punishing the Japanese fighter for his excessive bravery. Masato pressured Zambidis relentlessly, but the Greek answered every single attack. Then Masato was awarded a highly questionable knockdown, and the Spartan realized fair judging wasn't coming, so he needed to secure an early victory. From round 2, Mike fully adapted to Masato's style and confidently took control in that stretch. His punches were truly iron and made Masato understand exactly why Mike was called Iron. In the final round, the speed difference became crystal clear. Masato could only land occasionally, while Zambidis was basically making sushi out of him. Shockingly, Masato survived to the judge's decision, who shamelessly robbed Zambidis and gave the win to their compatriot, who later went on to win the entire tournament. The Greek didn't even think about getting upset. Instead, he went to beat up another resident of the land of the rising sun, Kojiro. Zambidis was used to opponents being taller, but Kojiro was the real cheater in height game. Still, Zambidis flattened that skyscraper like a magnitude 10 earthquake. By 2006, Mike Zambidis had become a true warrior, respected and feared.
Dance in center ring, and here comes Zambidis. The champion moves forward again, digs away to the ball. He's rocked that ball, knocked down, and it's all over. He's gone. It's gone.
But his dream of becoming the greatest was still far away, and the fastest path was to defeat the god of Muay Thai himself, Buakaw Banchamek. The legendary Thai was the king of kickboxing at the time, and if he wanted, he could beat the entire Marvel team.
На деле, похоже, не очень.
Buakaw was known for his toughness and explosive strikes, much like Iron Mike. That's why everyone knew this was a literal dream fight. The monster clash began, and Zambidis immediately searched for a gap in Buakaw's defense. But the Thai's technique was flawless. He calmly waited out Mike's kill shots and countered with razor-sharp strikes. Buakaw's kicks were especially dangerous, and the Spartan was clearly unprepared for such an opponent. All Zambidis could do was attack the body and desperately avoid critical damage. In the final stretch, Buakaw showed why he's called the strongest and confidently won that fight by judges' decision. After that fight, Mike realized his power wasn't enough to achieve his dream, and he doubled his training. Returning to the ring, he burned through his division like a wildfire. At the same time, a real headhunter appeared on the horizon, Stanley Nandex.
Nandex now on the back foot. Oh, he's caught him again! Nandex circling the perimeters of the ring. Overhand right. Oh, there it is!
Their fight was supposed to be legendary.
On the inside, trying to take the body and head. That's going to be the head.
But in the ring, the Spartan proved Nandex wasn't even close to his level.
Instead, outside fight headhunter. Oh, jumping headhunter, especially to the legs and ribs of Zambidis. Oh, he runs Zambo and a looping left jumping knee. He's caught him! He's caught him! He's caught him!
Unleashing a barrage of airstrikes, Mike sent Stanley into such a brutal KO in round 2 that even his great-grandkid's head will feel dizzy.
Here comes Zambidis! Oh, here comes the big kibosh! The big kibosh! The big kibosh! He's done it! And he is still, pound for pound, the best kickboxer on the planet!
That victory opened the door to an even more famous opponent, Norifumi Yamamoto. A former UFC fighter who was known for his deadly left hook. The moment the two titans of kickboxing clashed, insane tension filled the air. Both threw such powerful shots that either one could have ended the night in a hospital. But as time went on, Zambidis' victory became clearer and clearer. In round 3, the Spartan exiled his opponent from this world like Satan himself. The Japanese fighter's family was so terrified they could barely hold back tears. Soon, Mike Zambidis fought many more battles, and most of them ended early.
Reflex Jack sounds interesting. Might have to read it.
Oh, there's the big left hand from
Over time, his name became synonymous with brutal fights. He won 18 world championship titles in his career. If anyone deserves to be called the greatest in kickboxing, it's Mike Zambidis. Write in the comments if you want part 2 with the full story of his journey. This was Boxing Game. Thanks for watching.